Hey guys, we've been to the store and we got us a Ninja coffee bar. Okay, so it makes carafe, it makes a cup, right down here. Okay, so a travel mug, a half of a carafe, a full carafe, a cup, classic rich brew, whatever that means, over the ice brew. I don't drink my coffee over ice. Specialty brew, concentrated coffee. I've been wanting a new coffee pot. Now we don't have any lights. Like there's no light there. Lights are broken. The lights are broken in here, but we have ourselves a good coffee pot. We have our priorities straight.
I'm gonna get the lights fixed.
No, I wasn't blaming you for not having it. It just means there's a lot wrong in our house and you just can't fix it all at the same time. It's just the way it is around here. Okay, so, oh, and it came with this little thing. It's a frother. I don't know what that means. It's got something to do with turning milk into foam. And there is the carafe. Is that how you say it, carafe?
Yeah.
And see, this little thing comes out. I guess that's where you sit. A cup? Okay, we need a cup. Okay, this is my newest cup. Enjoy the little things. Lauren gave me a cup. Isn't that so pretty? And it's white inside. I love cups that are two-tone, where they're one color on the outside and a different color on the inside. Okay, so that's too tall. So this would be like putting a travel mug in here. And we got a 2-slice toaster right here because this one does 4. But I was thinking this was going to be too big and we wouldn't have room, but it looks like it's not really going to take up more space than the regular coffee pot did. But we just don't need 4 anymore. Okay. Now you can't do beans, so you can't grind beans in here, which I wish we could. And you can't do the little K-cups, which I wish we could. I don't want to always use a K-cup. Those are really, really expensive, but sometimes you can get a really good sale on those. So what I would really like to have, I can't find something that does everything I want it to do. But this looks pretty cool, so we'll use this and we'll see how this goes. And I know I'm doing a video at night and I'm still in my pajamas. You guys, you guys see me in my pajamas all the time. We just got in from the store and I am definitely better. It is Thursday night and I've been out to several stores this afternoon. I didn't start out very well. I took a friend to the store, walked in the store, and then I had to go back to the car. I said I can't do this. And then I waited for her, took her home, had to come home, and I had to run some errands.
Okay.
One of the things that I had to do is I had to get a phone charger. I go through so many phone chargers with my phone. I couldn't put my video up today, and it's a good thing that I went in there to try to put them on the computer before Micah left, because I was able to run in there and do a really fast video with Micah, just saying that I couldn't put that video up. And I completely forgot what I was talking about, but anyway. Okay, here's the coffee pot.
This or that?
And this is the coffee. We got it at Sam's. I don't like Pear's brand. Pear's is supposed to be like a really good brand. I have had so many of these Pears, and I just really don't like them. I got one decaf and one regular, and William's asking me which one. I want a decaf because it is 9 o'clock at night. We just want a decaf.
Okay.
Phoebe, I know. Coffee in my head. I really don't know how much caffeine makes a difference in my head. You've watched me for a long, long time, and you know that I'll go for several weeks without drinking coffee, and I don't know, I just don't stay on that. I just really want to drink it. But this is the second time, though, that I've gotten decaf so that I can drink it, because it's not really about always having a bunch of caffeine in me. I like to drink coffee, and I like coffee more than I like tea because tea is lighter and coffee is heavier, and I like the heavier, but I have been drinking more green tea because I'm trying to see if that will help my head. I know what I was talking about a while ago. I was talking about I must be feeling better. So William came home and I said, hey, you want to go to Sam's? I wanted to see if Sam's had this coffee pot. We got this coffee pot we went to Sam's and they didn't have it. So we went to Best Buy. Best Buy is where I got my phone charger today, and we went back and we got the coffee pot there. Okay, so we have a travel mug setting for my travel mug here.
I should do another side.
Just the size of a travel mug. So do any of you guys like the Pears coffee? I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me. And we got it this time. We've been getting Folgers coffee. I don't know. Folgers just doesn't really do anything for me either. And this was $1 more, so we just got this time. Instead of saving the $1, we spent the $1 today and got something different to drink. What do you guys drink? Now, the one that they have at Sam's that I really like, what's the name of that one? It's Hawaiian something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some kind of Hawaiian brand. It is really, really good, but it's $15 a bag for a bag about this size. I don't know if it's the exact same size. And that's buying it at Sam's, so I don't know what it would be in the store. I'm pretty cheap when it comes to most things, unless it's something that I'm going to have for a long time, then I spend a little more money on it. The grocery store is where you can run out of all of your money that you make. All of the earnings that you make on your job, you can go to the store and you can spend it all in 30 minutes. It's crazy. So, I say so and a lot. Okay, he's reading the directions.
Okay.
So you leave the water in here, so you don't have to always fill the water up. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, and then it's got a measuring cup. Oh, is this for the coffee? Oh, look, it tells you on the measuring... Hang on. It tells you on the measuring thing... Oh, 2 to 3 cups, 3 to 4 cups, 2 to 3 cups in the carafe, or 4 to 6 cups in the carafe. So it tells you which side to use depending on which size of drink that you are going to make. That's pretty cool, huh? This is really cool, and I did not even realize this until I got home. I really, really, really want a vlogging camera. Because, I don't know, there's just a bunch of reasons why I would rather have a camera than my phone for every vlog that I do. So I looked at Best Buy this afternoon when I was there without William. Oh, you hear it? Hear it? Hear it? That's kind of loud. Nice. Oh, there it's coming. There's the coffee.
If you need to stop it, you push this over.
Oh, you can stop it midstream. Nice. So I went this afternoon. There's one specific camera. It's a pocket camera that I've been looking at for a few months. It's a newer Sony camera. I don't know exactly what kind it is. I know that it's $1,000. It's like $980. That's what I know. It looks like it's a really, really good vlogging camera. It's really, really tiny. Fits in your pocket. The video quality is fabulous. So I've been looking at some reviews. Roberto Blake does a lot of tech review stuff, so I always go to him. I love his videos, and I love Roberto Blake. He is just so, he just speaks his mind, and he has this no-nonsense way about him. I just adore him. Anyway, he has done several little videos and several different reviews of that particular camera, and so I went in there to see if they had one so I could look at it in person, and they didn't have it. So William went with me tonight, and I just wanted him to go over and see the camera that they did have. And then a sales guy came over. Well, as we were talking, I figured out that this sales guy has a side job that he does, and he does videography and he does photography. So before we left, I said, you know, hey, do you have a card? He didn't have any with him, so he gave me his Best Buy card with his phone number and his email address. And then when I came home, I thought, I just met a guy that could possibly help me with videoing some of the things that I want help with. Eventually, I want to pay somebody to help me with some of my videos. Now, most of the stuff that I do, I can do it all by myself. But there are some things that I would really like to have somebody come over. Okay, let's say, for instance, I have a few videos that I'm going to do where I'm sitting down or standing up and they're stationary, and there are things that I can do ahead of time, such as product reviews, question and answer, just something that I have on my mind I want to talk about. Those would be videos that I could do multiple videos at one time on a really good day when I feel really good. And I could have somebody like that come over, and I could pay him to come over to make these videos. And I had not thought about that until I got home. So I may have met someone very important while I was at Best Buy tonight looking at cameras and buying a coffee maker. Now, isn't that like way cool? That is something that I want to do. I want somebody to eventually help me with editing. I want somebody to help me with videoing. And even if he didn't video, he may be willing to help me on some things that are a little more intense for editing and can make them a little better. Sometimes I spend hours doing editing on videos because I'm trying to make them a little better, a little more interesting. And I get done and I'm like, well, that was really good for me, but it's not really good because I don't really know what I'm doing. And it's not something I'm going to take a class on. It's not something I ever care about being an expert in because it's just not something I want to do. I want to do the best I can since I'm doing it, but it's not something that I want to always do long term. So I think the coffee pot stopped and we have coffee. Oh my goodness, isn't this fabulous? Okay, now I have to figure out how do you use this thing. And let's get some cream in here. Okay, I put some milk in there, put it in the microwave for 40 seconds. You have to take the rubber off, you have to wash it off, you have to wash this. Okay, now you put this in, and then 15 to 20 times makes it like cappuccino style, a little thicker, so I'm going to try that. Okay. I have poured the frothy milk in. Now we need to stir it up. Okay, we're going to put this pure stevia in here. I do not like stevia. It is my attempt to try to be good to my body, but I do not like stevia. Isn't that cool how that little mechanism turns that milk? That's just plain vitamin D milk is all it is. Let's see how this tastes. It tastes quite awful. So we put a little bit of brown sugar in it. Okay, we have a second packet of brown sugar. This tastes really bad. It might be that this is sugar in the raw. It's cane sugar. Might have something to do with that coffee that I told you I didn't like, that pears coffee. That stuff right there. It's gourmet coffee and I just don't like it. To be so excited about drinking a cup of coffee, this is such a disappointment. It's ugh. Okay, so we're going to go for something different. We're going to put caramel creamer in this. Just a tiny, tiny bit because it's already got all that milk in it, so it's got enough cream in it. It just tastes so horrible. So horrible. I love that. Do any of you guys like I Love Lucy? I love that that show that she did where she's drinking that syrup and she says, it tastes like candy, and it tastes horrible. And the more she drinks it, she just gets drunk and she gets more and more hilarious as she does that. That's kind of how I feel with this. Alright, let's try it again. It's at least drinkable now, but I don't know. I was so excited, it's just not really, that fabulous. We're going to try again in the morning. That's when you're supposed to drink coffee anyways, in the morning. I drink coffee in the morning, and then I drink coffee when the flash went off. That's another reason that I want to get a camera is because, let's see if the light's a little better here. I want to get a regular camera instead of my phone because I have these problems where the light goes out, I use all my memory, blah, 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 all the stuff I'm always complaining about. If I had a regular camera I was using, I wouldn't have all those problems. I want a camera. I drink coffee in the morning, and if we go out to dinner, I like to drink coffee while I'm out to dinner. I'm usually cold wherever I'm at, And coffee just sounds good anyway when we're out. It always, ooh, that was a cat. And it always tastes better when I'm out somewhere. I don't know what it is. There's just something about a small cup with a little bit of cream. It feels like it just gets mixed just right, and it tastes really good. Better than my cup of coffee here. Good to the last drop.